And welcome back to Bitcoin Advisors channel. My name is Chris, bringing it to you here from Westlake Village, California. It is another beautiful end of the summer month day, and I want to jump right into it with some price action today as we are seeing, it looks like the end of the daily BBWP expansion phase, as now we have lost the exponential here, and I'm expecting a bit of a contractive bounce. We had a target down at 19,285. And I mean, close enough is close enough. I don't think we quite got there yet. But here is going to be kind of the determination of whether we go up or down from here. And it would be this. So daily stocks are going to cross up on CMEs here shortly, but there was a gap here as the market closed on Friday, opened back up Sunday at 3 p.m. This is a bit of an indecision candle. And I mean, we did get the measure moved to 19,300 on CMEs, and that was off the 4 drives of hidden bearish divergence. And now what are we looking for on the other side would be to confirm this as a higher low. And that would give us a drive up to the 9 exponential as we would have our first drive. No, we won't have any. Do we have any bullish divergence here? Let's see. Nope, not yet on CMEs. So no bullish divergence whatsoever. So we may get a little bit more continuation off of this move as we never got to extremes on the BBWP. The 2-day volatility is just beginning to expand. We are above the 25 percentile. To me, that looks like we could get some continuation. And so what does this look like? These gaps tend to get filled. Gaps like to get filled. And if we do get rejected right here at the gap, then I would expect that we get some continuation to the downside. However, what do I see here? Yeah, so if we punch through the gap, very likely going to get some continuation. Bounces can come up to the 0.5 at 20,570, all the way up to the 618 at about 21,000. But as long as we are closing below 24,220, momentum will remain to the downside on the 2-day time frame, and this could get extended a bit more down to that $18,000 target. Perhaps this is the one to be going off. And if we go wick to wick for a little bit more volatile of a price move, that could be the continuation on the 2-day time frame. I'll just mark that off. That is if we reject at the gap fill on the 4-hour time frame. However, it looks like we are getting some continuation. And yeah, I have to say, healthy amount of I don't know right now. NASDAQ, same thing, had a gap down, and we filled the gap on the 4-hour time frame. The same thing right there. You can see this little tiny gap right here. The gap got filled, and we punched through slightly. Sometimes that is the fake out before the breakdown. We did not get a lot of volume on this last candle here. So NASDAQ futures are closed at the moment, and we are still redlining here on volatility. What about the daily time frame? Will not cross up unless we're above 12,663. So momentum is still to the downside on the daily time frame. And volatility is about to, my guess would be to start to expand from this low region, and that would probably get us the next move down. What else do I see here? Oh yeah, the dollar, the harbinger of death and despair here for risk assets. And we did not take out this wick with a daily closure or a 5-day closure yet. However, if we do close any kind of a daily above 109, I am looking for that 110-ish target to get hit on the dollar. So if the dollar goes up here, Bitcoin very likely continues down a bit further. And let's see if we got any other targets off of this. Yeah, that is the 110 target. And I would mediate that with a closure above 109.39, and that probably gets extended up to the 1618 fib right there. So the dollar is the one I'd be keeping a close eye on. We are crossed down on the daily time frame. Volatility is maxed out, so corrective bounce or corrective a correction could come down as low as the 618 of the 0.5. As long as the dollar is closing above 106, though, I am looking for this to continue onwards and upwards. That's it for the dollar and Bitcoin. On spot price action, we do close in another 2 hours. So let's see what the 2-hour time frame says. Volatility is increasing. Momentum is to the upside. We do not have any bearish divergence playing out yet. So I am looking for maybe one more stab to the upside here. If we can confirm this as a higher low, that would look good for some continuation there. On the 4-hour, and what about the 12-hour? 12-hour is crossing up here in the next 2 hours. And will we have any bullish divergence? No, that is a lower low, but we will have it coming back from this point right here. So we've got at least one drive. Honestly, when you have to start squinting your eyes like that, typically not the best sign. Let's see, did this come down below this pivot? No, it did not. So, you know, does this thing want to take one more swing to the downside and maybe hit that target? Again, off of the 2-day spot price action. You know, typically when you get a tick above there, that'll give you a shot at least to the 9 exponential. We've already got that. And the fib that we were looking to get hit did get hit right here. I mean, that's close enough. So I would expect somewhat of a bounce here, especially if these cross up. What about the 5-day? The 5-day just closed. Took out the bottom side target. If NASDAQ wants to continue to bleed it out tomorrow, I imagine, yeah, we do come down and hit the full measure move off of this. Momentum is crossed to the downside. Volatility is just ticking up on the 5-day time frame. So that may, all we want to do is see expansion, and this thing will really start getting moving to the downside. And Ethereum did its job as well on the 2-day time frame and came down and almost hit the first target, which is the 1618, coming in at 1380. The second target is at 1030. So something to be aware of. Do we get a short-term bounce as the daily Stokes do cross back up today above 1565? Currently, they are not crossing up. So if momentum remains to the downside, we will have not really any bullish divergence, as that is a lower low. That would be 2 drives. 2 drives can get you a move up to the 9 exponentials. So I could see a bounce coming up into this region, but pressure is on to the downside for the higher term time frames. And so hopefully I'll bring you back something a little bit more clear tomorrow. It's going to be a short video. Thanks a lot. And make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe and get some more updates. Take care.